Hi, I'm Maria Ingold. I'm at Connected Media IP at NAB 2018. I am with Mathew Gilliat Smith, who is the CEO of Fortium. Welcome.
Thank you.
How is NAB going for you so far?
Really good, really busy. Third day, and it's exhausting.
Yeah, I understand the exhausting piece of that. So please tell me a bit about Fortium, where you fit into the content space.
Sure, well, we provide content security solutions in the pre-release area, i.e. between the time a movie or TV show has been shot through to when it airs or when it gets to the cinema. It's particularly in post-production.
Okay, so do you think that content security is finally being recognized as a boardroom concern rather than just as an IT problem?
Very good question. The issue is with content security, you have different views. Mm-hmm. You have, on the one hand, people say, look, we've never been hacked, we've never had a leak, what's the problem? And that's a common sort of boardroom issue.
Yes.
Then you have people who are sort of very concerned about it and they throw it to the IT department. And the IT people generally look at a corporate overview rather than the specifics of post-production, which is a very complex area, busy workflows, different silos, different owners. I do think since the Equifax leak last year, when there has been director liability, and with some of the
Sony
other
hack
ones.
and things like that.
Sony hacks are quite old now. The part of the problem though is keeping the awareness levels. If you look at a graph, it's like peaks and troughs of, there's a big hack, a big leak, and then everybody's terrified, and then a few weeks later it all drops down again. The thing is now, security is not a nice to have, it's a must have.
Yes, indeed. So, what do you think is preventing media security from being implemented more widely?
Well, frankly, there's no one solution. It's complex.
Yeah.
And in my company, Fortium, we built a product called Media Seal, and it was actually in collaboration with one of the large studios, and it's doing content security through access control by individual user and individual file or folder. And implementing a system like that in a seamless way seems to be getting some good traction. And when I say seamless, it means that it doesn't matter what the file type is, what the operating system is, what the program is that's playing the file back, whatever editing program, is completely seamless. So that's a good technical solution. However, there are issues in terms of basic training for staff, for people working on projects. It's all very well having solutions there, but if people don't know how to use them or not familiar, then that's where it falls down. So there's a blended set of things you need to do in the workplace. I would say training awareness is a big one, but also following the common policy and setting policy is really important.
Absolutely. So just because you have policies in place doesn't mean that people are following them, and you're tracking people and making sure that you're encrypting the content and all of that.
Well, that's right. I mean, when you have a deadline, the editor's there, the creative's there, they're good doing things their way. I think one of the ways that of tackling this and getting everybody's buy-in is to make security a budgeted line item on each production. And if the funders of the production of the movie or the TV show say this is a requirement, it's written into the budget, it's not only a practical tick box, it's a financial tick box as well. Sometimes people say, oh, there's not enough time, or we've already started, or there's no budget. Really, you need to take all those things out of the way. I went to a...
but they'll lose money at the back end if they don't put it in.
Well, there's two types of loss. There is reputational loss, if you like, and there's pure financial loss. And then there's kind of workflow loss. And when I say workflow loss, I mean when there's a leak or a near leak or there's issues, the studios spend a lot of time paying companies to take down content off the internet, trying to go and find out what happened, trying to put measures in place. Very expensive, very time consuming. And reputation loss, the actors, are they really going to want to work with a studio where, perhaps they're perceived to be lax, and therefore it's important that those things are taken into consideration. And of course, if you have a complete leak of a series premiere, then that is very, very financially damaging.
Absolutely. So, do you think the media landscape is actually becoming less secure?
I do.
Okay.
This security show I went to on Sunday, there was a very informative presentation by an analyst working with Cisco, and it was talking about the threat of cybercrime, cyber attacks. And traditionally people think of, well, I'm behind the firewall, I'm in a protected zone, but I'm safe. And the presentation was all about the fact that these new cyber attacks destructive worm, all these new names, they're coming in behind the firewall. And it's people are beginning to realize I'm not safe behind the firewall. I need to have solutions in there, and that's what we specialize in doing. It's encryption at rest. So when your files are being worked on, when they're closed down, all the way through that production process, they're encrypted, so they're safe. And I think solutions like this are going to be very helpful for the industry.
So do you think hackers are getting better?
They certainly are. I mean, look at the ransomware last year.
Yeah.
And there's already this year there's new
and
outbreaks.
more organized, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, last year was pretty bad in leaks and in just sort of ransomware attacks.
Yeah.
Already this year started with the Intel flaw, and there's other things going on as we speak.
Thank you so much. I could talk to you for hours about this. Thank you, and we really look forward to seeing more of you next year and to see what else you've done and what you're solving in that period of time.
Thank you. Well, I hope people will come and find out more information at our website, fortiumtech.com or mediaseal.com, and we look forward to working with them.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.